Hello and welcome to a random park here in Antigua, Guatemala. And today I'm going to be talking a bit about some of the, less easy parts about travel. Because a lot of times, in videos and stuff, I'm just showing kind of what I'm doing and most of the cool stuff. But sometimes things don't go to plan, and that's what today's video is about. It is about when things don't go to plan while you are traveling. Okay, so you've been watching some of my previous videos. All my previous videos before this one have taken place in Lake Atitlan. So I was volunteering at a hostel in San Marcos, and I had been there for 2 weeks. My plan was to stay for about another 4 weeks, around another month before, moving on somewhere else once I found, another place to volunteer. And that did not quite go to plan, so as you can see now, I'm not in Lake Atitlan, I'm in Antigua. As I have just said to you, I was volunteering at a hostel in San Marcos, which I found through a site called Workaway, which if you are interested in Workaway, you can check out the link down below in the description and go check it out for yourself. It's all, work trade in different countries. It helps you travel a lot cheaper, and that's what I use to find my volunteering gigs. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. I was volunteering in a hostel in San Marcos, and I had committed. Oftentimes especially when volunteering in hostels, they kind of require you make some form of time commitment of how long you're planning on staying. So I had made a commitment of 6 weeks, which was their requirement. They required that their volunteers make a 6-week commitment, so I did. Unbeknownst to myself, apparently they had a 2-week trial period, which they never actually inform me of. It wasn't on their Workaway page. They didn't really verbally communicate this to me at any point. So randomly one morning I was just told that I had to leave. They didn't believe that I was a good fit to volunteer with them any longer, which took me off guard a little bit, because I've been working volunteering in hostels for years and I'd never seen anything like this happen before, not just to myself but to anyone else. Anytime someone has been asked to leave, it was generally because they were doing something wrong. So I was kind of caught off guard by this, and I had to leave. So unfortunately, that's how things go. It was not what I was hoping for. Like I said, I had committed to stay there for another 4 weeks because that was their required commitment, and then they told me I had to leave after 2 weeks. So it messed up my entire plan, and then I ended up going to Panasonic, otherwise known as Pana, the town. And I stayed at the Selena hostel there for 4 days until I found something else on Workaway to do. So I ended up luckily finding a hostel here in Antigua, which I'll talk about more in some future videos. But yeah, it threw all my plans out of whack, and had to completely change my travel plans for the next month and a half, because I was planning on staying there in San Marcos, and then I had to leave without really any notice, and decided that Antigua I thought would be a good place to come because there's a lot going on here. Tons of hostels, and just a really cool city to hang out in. It was kind of the first time that a Workaway had not really gone well for me. I've done Workaway multiple other times, and I'd never had any bad experiences with it, hosts that didn't really seem to care about their volunteers or properly communicate terms of the volunteer agreement, which they didn't really communicate those with me very well. So yeah, it was kind of a bummer because, on Workaway you can go on and view a host page and read through their whole page before, deciding if you want to contact them or not. And, on their page on Workaway, they describe that you would be working in a hostel, doing reception and checking guests and helping guests out and all of that. And then it turns out that when you get there, you're just working at the bar, and their Workaway page mentions nothing about working a bar. They didn't even say that they had a bar at their hostel. So it was very, not very clear about what I'd be doing. So honestly, it was probably the best that I was told to leave, because I didn't really enjoy doing the work anyway. It wasn't what I was looking for. It wasn't what it was advertised to be. So it kind of sucked at the time that I had to, go and find somewhere else, because I do travel on a pretty tight budget. I don't have a lot of money, so it was, it cost me a bit more money than I was hoping to spend this month out of my, traveling budget, essentially. But it's what happens. So if you are planning on using Workaway, just make sure, first of all, you read your host page thoroughly before contacting them, and then when you do contact them, just ask them the appropriate questions of what you're looking for. This is something that's bound to happen eventually if you keep using Workaway, and I guess it had to happen to me eventually, but it's just kind of unfortunate it had to go that way. Even after this not so ideal situation with Workway, I would still highly recommend using them if you're looking to volunteer and save some money while you're traveling, because it's a fantastic way to do that. So like I said, if you are interested in using Workway, there's a link down below. You can go, check out what it's all about. If you're interested in volunteering or, doing some work stay, you can sign up, and yeah, it's a pretty cool platform. I think I'm going to talk more about Antigua in the next video. Just want to make a quick, easy video that doesn't take much editing to kind of explain the situation that I just dealt with. I don't want it to be too long. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video from Antigua, Guatemala.